Hi there, this is Bruno from Spainguru.es, your portal and community for Spanish immigration, and today we have a question and answer. Does anyone know how to unregister a padron if you're no longer in the country? Make sure to stay until the end of the video because I have made a slide with a couple of main takeaways about this, but let's go with the question and answer. Does anyone know how to unregister a padron if you are no longer in the country? My sister has since left Spain, but her old landlady is insisting that she unregister herself, threatening to report her if she doesn't. I doubt everyone unregisters before leaving, so what do landlords even lose if their tenants don't? And in the case that it is necessary, could someone do it for them? For example, me. Alright, so this question has been asked every now and then in the community of Spainguru, and here are a few of the answers of our members. I feel like the landlord could find a way to do it herself. When I went to the empadronamiento for where I live now, they told me that the flat had its limited people empadronado in it. I was moving in with just my partner, so nobody else was actually living there, and simply told them as nobody really that I didn't know the other people, and that was the end of the problem. I'm guessing your sister should just send an email to the city hall if calling isn't an option and ask that what they require. Maybe just a written and signed thing from her saying she's no longer there. Next answer, the landlady may need her to unregister for several reasons. She can file a request to have her removed. I think your sister can do something at the embassy too. Then the volante or paper is valid for 3 months from when it was printed. The actual registry is good for 2 years for foreigners. This is important, part of the takeaways. A landlord does not want someone registered at their address if they are no longer living there. The individual who stops living here needs to baja de residencia and the padrón. She can find someone here who could act for her and make the notifications. And then more answers. You should be able to do it for her with a simple Spanish power of attorney document from her and copy of her passport and your ID, giving you or another person the authority act on her to act on her behalf for that specific act. Then, write to the town hall informing them that she's no longer living there and to remove her records from the empadronamiento register. It is correct that the landlord would not want her registered at the property anymore. One more answer, if you have digital certificate, then you can do it baja online de residencia. And then one more, the landlady can do it herself. All she has to do is prove she's the owner and then she can remove people. Unless she's not the owner for some reason, but that's unlikely. She's either being lazy, afraid that she's going to get caught for having an illegal apartment, which they don't care about at the city hall, or she doesn't live near the city hall. Alright, that's interesting. And then the owner can deregister people. It's not a big deal, just a bit of paperwork. She's just being lazy about doing it. The padrón is only permanent for citizens or long residents, 5-year residency, short-term residents for 1 to 2-year permits. Have to renew the padrón every 2 years. And the source, I asked officials about this when renewing. That's the answer I got, okay? All right, so let's go to the main takeaways for this question and answer. Does anyone know how to unregister a padrón if you're no longer in the country? And the main 2 takeaways, and bear in mind that this is no legal advice. This is based on personal experiences and internet research. Number 1, the owner can deregister people. If they are so interested, they can do it. They can just show up to the city hall administrative office and request the registration of people who are empadronado in their property. And the number 2, and this is important, the padrón is only permanent for citizens or long-term residents with a 5-year residency and short-term residents, for the ones who have permits of less than 2 years, have to renew the padrón every 2 years. So if they don't renew the padrón, they are automatically unregistered. So normally you would receive a letter if you are a short-term resident that you are staying at a property, renting it, for example, and you have stayed 2 years, you would probably receive a letter from your local city hall asking you to renew your empadronamiento at the city hall, okay, every 2 years. So in that case, it should be automatic. If you think that Spainguru.es is adding value with these videos, make sure to like them, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for the notifications. And if you like to join our community, something that I really recommend you can go to Facebook groups and join Spainguru Immigration and Residency Questions, 16,000 members. You can ask all kinds of questions related to Spanish immigration living here in Spain, and you can also do it anonymously. You can also join our Spanish non-lucrative visa group for application and renewal, our Spanish digital nomad visa with hundreds of members, and of course, we have a weekly newsletter that we send every single Monday morning featuring top discussions on our groups. And if you need expert advice on immigration, taxes, relocation, apostilles, translation, health insurance, and so on, you can go to spainguru.es and you will find all the relevant links. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Bruno from spainguru.es. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.